Angeles comes the story of today, the big news. The most complete news report by the most distinguished team of reporters in Los Angeles television.
Good evening, Jerry Dunphy with tonight's big news.
From man's new frontier, the limitless reaches of space, from the world we live in, from the United States of America, from Los Angeles, comes the story of today, the big news.
The big news. There was nothing like it anywhere.
Good evening, Jerry Dunphy, and tonight's big news in color.
KNXT Channel 2. $11 report, a complete summary of the day's news in color with Jake Jacobs standing in for Clete Roberts and Stan Duke with sports. Now, Jake Jacobs.
Good evening. $11 report, a summary of the day's events, with Carl George substituting for Clete Roberts, Mario Machado with sports, and followed by the CBS Sunday News with Dan Ruther from New York. Now, here's Carl George.
Good evening.
Southern California's most complete news coverage is next.
The big win that wasn't. Bill Keane talks about the hurricane that got away. A big haul off Catalina Island. Pot, not fish. I'll have that film story. The quality of judging becomes a major issue in the Olympic Games. Gil Stratton has the latest on that. Chicago, Chicago, wonderful town. But what about the rock group of the same name? Dave Sheehan, listen to him.
This is the big news of Wednesday, August 30th. A complete report of the day's events by the most distinguished team of reporters in Western television. Once again, Jerry Dunphy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. If you were battered by Tropical Storm Gwen last night, if you were swept by its wind and pelted by the torrential downpour, you were having a pretty good-sized nightmare, that's what. Bill Keane's back with us to explain that dream storm.
This is the big news for Saturday, May 26th, with Clete Roberts.
Los City Councilman Joel Wax has...
This is the $11 report with Clete Roberts.
He and Councilman Tom Bradley faced each other in the third and final of their series of televised debates tonight.
T Channel 2.
This is KNXT's Newsroom. I'm Joseph Benty, and this is tonight's news. Any Los Angeles voters tonight who are shaking their heads, wondering if somehow they've been caught in a time warp, are not wrong. Much of what they heard from City Hall today had that familiar ring of 1969, and Warren Olney can explain why. Warren?
Joe, just 4 years ago, Sam Yorty was condemning Tom Bradley by association and warning of what he called radical takeover should Bradley be elected.
KNXT Channel 2, Los Angeles.
Good evening. Welcome to Channel 2's Newsroom. There is sadness throughout the nation tonight over the fatal shooting of Mrs. Alberta King. She was the 70-year-old mother of slain civil rights leader Martin Luther King, Jr. Mrs. King was shot by a black gunman as she played the organ during morning services at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta.
Good evening. President Nixon tonight never let on that he was on a collision course with the Congress. Mr. Nixon appeared before a friendly audience, the veterans of foreign wars in Washington. He spoke of world peace, young people, but he never mentioned Watergate or the impeachment inquiry. The appearance said to be part of the White House campaign to improve the president's image.
From Channel 2, it's Newsroom, with Connie Chung and Joseph Benty.
Good evening. Joseph Benty is on vacation. President Carter has decided to make an unexpected and dramatic change in his economic recovery proposal.
This is the Channel 2 News at 11 with Connie Chung and Joseph Benty. Brent Musburger has sports, Steve Edwards the weather, and a special report from Linda Douglas.
Good evening, everyone. The strike by grocery clerks against 11 supermarket chains will take a major turn tomorrow.
California. This is the Channel 2 News with Connie Chung, Joseph Benty, Jim Hill, David Sheehan, and Maclovio Perez.
Good evening, everyone. The question facing Iran tonight is just how much control does the Ayatollah Khomeini have over those who say they follow him?
Channel 2, Southern California.
is the Channel 2 News Update. The very latest news with Marcia Brandwin, Connie Chung, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez, Kim Mariner, and Pat O'Brien.
Hello, everybody. Violence out in Venice tonight as a fireman...
This is the Channel 2 Weekend News with Ken Jones and Roy Firestone with sports.
Good evening, everyone. Here's what's going on at 11 o'clock.
Marcia Brandwin, Ralph Story, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez. The Channel 2 News live at 5.
Jess Marlowe, John Schubeck, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez, and Bill Stout's Perspective. The Channel 2 News at 6.
Good evening and welcome. With every...
Connie Chung, Jess Marlowe, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez, and Bill Stout's Perspective. The Channel 2 News at 6.
Good evening and welcome to the Channel 2 News at 6. There is an invisible killer in the Los Angeles area tonight and 5 people are dead.
Connie Chung, Jess Marlowe, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez, and reporters Terry Murphy and Ross Becker. The Channel 2 News tonight.
Jess Marlowe, Connie Chung, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez. The Channel 2 News Update at 11.
Good evening. Terry Murphy and Roy Firestone. The Channel 2 Weekend News.
Good evening, everyone. At the top of our news, a small plane that took off from Chino this afternoon crashed in Riverside County, killing its pilot.
Jess Marlowe, Sandy Hill, Jim Hill, Maclovio Perez. The Channel 2 News tonight.
A small twin-engine plane slammed into a house in Sepulveda tonight, sending up a curtain of flames. The pilot is dead. One of the occupants of the house is injured.
This is the Channel 2 Weekend News with Colleen Williams, Bill Sternoff, and Roy Firestone with sports.
Good evening. Unity temporarily replaced the Democratic discord tonight.
This is the Channel 2 Weekend News with Colleen Williams, David Garcia, and Roy Firestone with sports.
Good evening and welcome to the Channel 2 News tonight.
This is the Channel 2 Sunday Night News with Colleen Williams, David Garcia, and Cliff Morrison with weather.
Good evening and welcome to the Channel 2 News. And topping our news, there...
And now the Channel 2 Weekend News with Colleen Williams and David Garcia and Roy Firestone with sports.
Good evening and welcome to the Channel 2 News. Topping our report tonight, 4 people are dead, shot to death at a ranch house in southern Santa Barbara County.
This is the Channel 2 Weekend News with Pam Moore, Dave Lopez, and Roy Firestone with sports.
Good evening, everybody. Colleen Williams has the night off. I'm Pam Moore with Dave Lopez tonight.
Southland.
This is the Channel 2 News with Ross Becker, Pam Moore, and Roy Firestone with sports.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Pam Moore. Ross Becker and I sitting in for Colleen Williams, who has the evening off.
This is Channel 2 News with Sandy Hill, Jess Marlowe, weather with Maclovio Perez, and Jim Hill on sports. From Los Angeles, this is Channel 2 News Tonight.
This is Channel 2 News with Tricia Toyota, John Schubeck, weather with Kevin O'Connell, and Jim Hill on sports. From Los Angeles, this is Channel 2 News Tonight.
This is Channel 2 News. From Los Angeles, this is Channel 2 News Weekend Report.
Good evening, I'm Chris Blatchford.
And I'm Ann Curry.
This is Channel 2 News with Tricia Toyota, John Schubeck, weather with Kevin O'Connell, and Jim Hill on sports. From Los Angeles, this is Channel 2 News Tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Our top story tonight, a tragic boat accident, but a miraculous survival.
This is Channel 2 News. From Los Angeles, this is Channel 2 News Weekend Report.
Good evening. There's a search on tonight for the sniper who shot and killed 3 people in Chino Hills.
The award-winning Channel 2 News at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Channel 2 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Valerie Coleman.
Good evening, everybody. We're live at 5 in Los Angeles, and I'm John Schubeck.
Good afternoon, and thanks for being with us today. I'm Steve Kometko.
And I'm Tricia Toyota. This is the 5 o'clock news in Los Angeles. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Zahn.
I'm Dan Miller, and this is the Channel.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Paula Zahn.
Good evening. The Angels and their fans are in heaven tonight.
Good evening. Tonight, more than 100 bus drivers are off the road in a new safety crackdown at the RTD. Good evening, everybody. The results are coming in now from today's local.
Good evening and welcome to the Channel 2 News. I'm Penny Griego.
And I'm Warren Olney.
That light blue Toyota, often driven by the suspect, found tonight at a San Diego area restaurant, a scene where just hours ago a shootout took place to capture an elusive suspect. Good evening, everybody. Top of our 11 o'clock news tonight.
From Kcbs-Tv, Los Angeles. Now, from KCBS Television in Los Angeles, Southern California's most honored news broadcast. This is Channel 2 Action News at noon.
To live or die in L.A., the 1988 baseball season has come down to one game playoff. That's it, the game between the Mets and the Dodgers. The winner goes to the World Series.
CBS Television in Los Angeles, Southern California's most honored news broadcast. This is Channel 2 Action News at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tricia Toyota.
And I'm Jim Lampley.
And now, from KCBS Television in Los Angeles, Southern California's most honored news broadcast. This is Channel 2 Action News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Valerie Coleman.
I'm Chris Canangla. Here's what's happening at the top of our news tonight.
And now, from KCBS Television in Los Angeles, Southern California's most honored news broadcast. This is Channel 2 Action News at 11.
Good evening, everybody. I'm John Schubeck.
And I'm Tricia Toyota. Our top story tonight at 11 o'clock. Win, lose, or draw. Experts are still deciding.
And now, from KCBS Television in Los Angeles, Southern California's most honored news broadcast. This is Channel 2 Action News Sunday Report.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 2 Action News. Warren Olney has the night off. I'm Penny Griego.
I'm Bree Walker.
And I'm Jim Lampley, and this is Action News at 5 o'clock.
Our top story tonight. The threat of civil war appears to have diminished slightly in Beijing at this hour. Late reports out of the capital city say the 38th Army is helping to resupply its rivals camped out in Tiananmen Square.
Yes. Action News with Jim Lampley, Bree Walker, Steve Rambo Weather, and Keith Olbermann Sports. The Channel 2 Action News at 11.
Good evening. Campaign 90 is a whole new ball game tonight.
And good evening, everyone. Our top story tonight.
Good morning, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Chris Canagla, Terry Anser, Bill Keen's traffic and weather, and Jerry Laird's business reports. Channel 2 Action News AM.
Good morning once again.
Good morning, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Chris Canagla, Terry Anser, Bill Keen's traffic and weather, and Jerry Laird's business reports. Channel 2 Action News AM.
Good morning, everybody. Here's what's happening. It was thought the Christopher Commission's report.
12 o'clock, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Tricia Toyota, Chris Canagla, Maclovio Perez weather, and Dr. Howard Torman Health. Channel 2 Action News, #1 at noon.
Good afternoon. Here's what's happening.
5 o'clock, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Bree Walker, Michael Tuck, Steve Rambo weather, and Keith Olbermann sports. Channel 2 Action News at 5.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks very much for joining us today. Here's what's happening.
6 o'clock, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Tricia Toyota, Jim Lampley, Maclovio Perez weather, and Keith Olbermann sports. Channel 2 Action News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Here's what's happening. Starting today, it could...
This is Channel 2 Action News. With the latest news, weather, and sports. Channel 2 Action News Nightcast.
Good evening, everyone. Here's what's happening tonight.
11 o'clock, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Bree Walker, Jim Lampley, Steve Rambo weather, and Keith Olbermann sports. Channel 2 Action News Nightcast.
Good evening. Here's what's happening.
11 o'clock, Southern California. This is Channel 2 Action News. With Penny Griego and Jose Sanders. Channel 2 Action News Nightcast.
Good evening, everyone. Here's what's happening.
You're watching KCBS-TV Channel 2 Los Angeles.
Now, Bree Walker, Michael Tuck, Steve Rambo weather, Jim Hill sports, and Chopper 2. Channel 2 Action News Nightcast.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks very much for joining us tonight. Here's...
This is Action News for all of Southern California with Terry Anser and Bill Keen. Now, Channel 2 Action News AM.
Good morning, everyone. It is 6 a.m. Wednesday, May 19th. I'm Terry Anser, and here are the morning headlines.
This is Action News for all of Southern California with Tricia Toyota and Chris Canagla. Now, Channel 2 Action News, live at 5.
She was a mother, a friend, a police officer, and tonight the city mourns the death of Christy Hamilton.
This is Action News for all of Southern California with Bree Walker and Michael Tuck. Now, the 6 o'clock Channel 2 Action News. This is Action News for all of Southern California with Bree Walker and Michael Tuck. Now, Channel 2 Action News Nightcast.
The American flag flies at half-staff tonight in solemn tribute to former President Richard Nixon.
This is KCBS LA. Linda Alvarez and Brad Good bring you Action News this morning.
And
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. Monday, May the 9th. I'm Pat Lalamid for Linda Alvarez.
And I'm Brad Good. Thanks for joining us this early Monday morning.
This is KCBS LA. Trisha Toyota, Linda Alvarez, and Maclovio Perez bring you Action News at noon.
Former LAPD Chief Daryl Gates and 4 others are dropped as defendants in the Rodney King civil suit. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brad Good.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Linda Alvarez.
This is KCBS LA. Trisha Toyota, Linda Alvarez, and Maclovio Perez bring you Action News at noon.
Good afternoon once again. Thank you very much for joining us. We are continuing our special coverage of the O.J. Simpson.
This is KCBS LA. Michael Tuck, Trisha Toyota, Maclovio Perez, and Jim Hill bring you Action News at 5.
One of the most notorious serial killers of our time is just hours away from his execution. Good evening, everybody. I'm Michael Tuck.
And I'm Trisha Toyota.
This is KCBS LA. Michael Tuck, Bree Walker, Steve Rambo, and Jim Hill bring you Action News at 6. This is KCBS LA. Ann Martin and Michael Tuck, Maclovio Perez, and Jim Hill bring you Action News at 5.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks very much for joining us.
This is KCBS LA. Michael Tuck, Bree Walker, Steve Rambo, and Jim Hill bring you Action News at 6.
High winds and showers roll through the Southland. Good evening once again, everybody. I'm Michael Tuck.
Hello, everyone. I'm Linda Alvarez in for Bree Walker.
This is KCBS LA. Michael Tuck and Ann Martin, Steve Rambo, and Jim Hill bring you Action News at 11.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks very much for joining us tonight.
This is KCBS LA. Jose Sanders, Penny Griego, Dennis Phillips, and Rory Marcus bring you Action News at 6.
A young mother trying to get help for her sick baby faces terror on this Mother's Day.
This is KCBS LA. Michael Scott, Penny Griego, Dennis Phillips, and Rory Marcus bring you Action News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Alvarez in for Penny Griego.
And I'm Michael Scott.
Action News at 4 is next.
This is Action News at 4 with Jerry Dunphy and Trisha Toyota.
And good evening, good afternoon. That is, I'm Larry Carroll in for Jerry Dunphy.
This is Channel 2 News at 5 with Larry Carroll and Linda Alvarez.
Action News at 5 begins right now.
This is Action News at 5 with Michael Tuck and Ann Martin.
Good evening.
Action News continues with Ann Martin and Michael Tuck.
Our top story at Action News at 5:30, a young teacher shot in the head.
This is Action News at 11 with Ann Martin and Michael Tuck.
Good evening, everybody. Out. The news begins right now.
This is Channel 2 News at 11 with Ann Martin and Michael Tuck.
Good evening. A new lead in the murder of a neighborhood crime fighter. Tops our news tonight.
Now.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News this morning.
Good morning, everybody. It is 5:58. I'm Paul Dent.
You're watching CBS 2 News this morning with Trisha Toyota, Paul Dandridge, and featuring the U-Team with useful information. CBS 2 News this morning. You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at noon.
Our top story at noon, he was
In our next segment.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News with Trisha Toyota, Paul Dandridge, and Lance Orozco with weather. CBS 2 News. More balance, more special assignments, more to come. You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 5.
It was a shocking crime in broad daylight. A woman stabbed to death outside a local shopping mall in what looks like a carjacking. Good evening. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Ann Martin.
I'm Harold Green. We welcome you at 5 o'clock, and here's our top story. The suspect now behind bars after a gruesome stabbing outside a Redondo Beach mall.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 5:30.
Police in Northridge are on the manhunt tonight for this man, an accused sexual predator still on the loose. Good evening, everyone. I'm Juan Fernandez, in today for Harold Green.
I'm Laura Diaz. Here's the latest at 5:30.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 6.
Hello, I'm Jane Velez-Mitchell.
I'm Jonathan Elias. Gretchen Carr has the evening off. We begin this evening with the start of a Holy Weekend. It is coming up.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 6.
It's a sunny, beautiful day outside.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News with Gretchen Carr, Jonathan Elias, and Tony Williams with weather. CBS 2 News. More balance, more special assignments, more to come. You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News with Ann Martin, Michael Tuck, Steve Rambo with weather, and Jim Hill on sports. CBS 2 News. More balance, more special assignments, more to come. You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 6:30.
Good evening once again. I'm Jonathan Elias.
And I'm Gretchen Carr. Thanks for joining.
Starts right now.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 11.
We're hit with hail, funnel clouds, lightning, and more.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 11.
Sheriff's deputies inspect a car parked in the Athens area and find the body of a 3-year-old encased in concrete. Good evening. There are lots of questions surrounding this discovery. Who is the tiny victim, and who would commit such an unthinkable crime?
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News with Ann Martin, Michael Tuck, Steve Rambo with weather, and Jim Hill on sports. CBS 2 News. More balance, more special assignments, more to come.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2. Now, CBS 2 News at 11.
You're watching Ann Martin and Harold Green on CBS 2 News, the station of the people.
Now, CBS 2 News at 11 a.m. Now, Ken Shocknick and Ann Martin. You're watching CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
In the inland.
Now, CBS 2 News at 4. Now, CBS 2 News at 5. Now, CBS 2 News at 5:30.
Breaking news out of Pomona. We've just learned a 2-year-old boy was shot and killed at a Burger King restaurant. Good evening and welcome back. I'm Harold Green.
I'm Laura Diaz. Here's the latest at 5:30.
Now, CBS 2 News at 6.
Good evening. I'm Drew Griffin.
And I'm Gretchen Carr. Here's what's happening at 6 o'clock.
Now, CBS 2 News at 11. Now, Harold Green, Laura Diaz, Byron Miranda with weather, and Jim Hill on sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 11.
Many people who go want to win big in Vegas.
Now, Paul Majors, Laura Diaz, Byron Miranda with weather, and Jim Hill on sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 11.
It was a deadly scene when a man slammed into the Santa Monica Farmers Market last July. Tonight, that driver faces multiple homicide charges. Good evening. I'm Paul Majors.
And I'm Laura Diaz. Here is the latest at 11.
CBS 2 Los Angeles, Ken Shocknick, Sandra Mitchell, and Henry DiCarlo with weather. You're watching CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
Police in Beverly Hills this morning are searching for...
This is CBS 2 News at 5 a.m. From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Suzanne Rico, Ken Shockneck, Henry DiCarlo with weather, and Vera Jimenez with time-saver traffic. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6 a.m. From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Paul Majors, Laura Diaz, and Johnny Mountain with weather. You're watching CBS 2 News at 5.
Tonight, Laura Diaz, the CBS 2 News at 6 with Harold Green and Ann Martin begins right now.
This is CBS 2 News at 6.
She might be the real Survivor winner.
From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Harold Green, Ann Martin, Johnny Mountain with weather, and Jim Hill sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6. From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Ann Martin, Harold Green, Johnny Mountain with weather, and Jim Hill sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6. This is CBS 2 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Laura Diaz. Paul has the night off. Here's the latest.
From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Laura Diaz, Paul Majors, Johnny Mountain with weather, and Jim Hill sports. LA's #1 late newscast. This is CBS 2 News at 11.
A warning tonight for pet owners. Sugarless gum can be
In high definition. This is CBS 2 News at 5 a.m. From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Ken Shockneck, Suzanne Rico, Henry DiCarlo with 2 View Weather, and Vera Jimenez with time-saver traffic. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6 a.m. in high definition.
He was out for a walk 1 minute, then beaten and robbed the next. We have a warning this morning after a series of attacks in one local neighborhood.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to CBS 2 News at 11 a.m. I'm Suzanne Rico. Kent has the morning off.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 5.
Now at 5, a victim speaks out following.
From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Paul Majors, Laura Diaz, and Johnny Mountain with 2 View Weather. You're watching CBS 2 News at 5 in high definition.
As Americans do their best to try and ride out the recession,
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 5. Now, in high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 6.
Good evening and welcome.
From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Harold Green, Ann Martin, Johnny Mountain with 2 View Weather, and Jim Hill sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6 in high definition. From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Paul Majors, Laura Diaz, Johnny Mountain with 2 View Weather, and Jim Hill sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 11 in high definition.
Top Wells Fargo workers will...
Covering the stories that hit home. This is CBS 2 News Central at 5.
NewsCentral to Harbor Gate.
Covering all of Southern California. This is CBS 2 News Central at 11.
News Central to Temecula. Homes burn in a wildfire. Harbor Gateway, a woman gunned down. Boyle Heights, a police grand opening. Those are just 3 of the stories central to your lives tonight. Hello, everyone. I'm Sharon Tay.
And I'm Glenn Walker. We begin tonight with breaking news. A destructive wildfire.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 5.
Now at 5.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 5 a.m.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 6 a.m.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 6 a.m.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
Our top story is breaking news.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 5.
Now, high definition. This is CBS 2 News at 5 p.m.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 6. In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 11.
Kobe, baseline. In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Paul Majors.
And I'm Pat Harvey. Long Beach fire investigators are on the hunt for an arsonist. Someone fired Molotov cocktails at a home.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 4:30 a.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 5 a.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 6 a.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 a.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 5 p.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 6 p.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m. Coverage you can count on. Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News this morning at 4:30.
So we can go into the 21st century where we go for hope, rehabilitation.
I cannot be bought off. I will enforce the law. I have enforced the law.
It was a heated virtual debate. The LA County District Attorney's race. Jackie Lacey facing off with challenger George Gascon.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News this morning at 5.
And a very good morning to you and happy Monday. It is November 23rd. Welcome to CBS 2 News this morning at 5. I'm DeMarco Morgan.
Good morning. I'm Suzanne Marquez. Hope you have...
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News this morning at 6.
All right, happy Monday, everybody. It is April 13th. Welcome to CBS 2 News this morning at 6 and streaming on CBS in Los Angeles. I'm DeMarco Morgan.
Happy Monday. I'm Suzanne Marquez. There's a lot happening in your world today. Let's take a look at your SoCal eye-opener. President Trump's hope to reopen the nation by Easter has passed.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 5 p.m.
And now on CBS 2 News at 5 and streaming on CBSN Los Angeles.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 6 p.m.
Now at 6, how is he still alive? A donut shop worker somehow survives a shot fired at his head at point-blank range.
CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili is live.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
I told her the truth will set you free.
Only on CBS 2 and streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. An exclusive interview, new details in an alleged Las Vegas kidnapping and assault case with a Southern California connection. Well, the Las Vegas woman says she was kidnapped and raped by a man and his daughter, then left for dead.
Tonight, a family member of the suspects says that story is made up. CBS 2's Jeff Nguyen live at the sheriff's office in Palmdale with the interview. Jeff?
And investigators here have been working with the FBI as well.
Breaking news right now on CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
That breaking news, the first batch of COVID-19 vaccines has arrived in Los Angeles.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
Now at 11 and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles, rain, wind, high surf and flooding concerns. Governor Newsom issuing a state of emergency for all of California as a bomb cyclone sweeps across the state. And looking at the live radar, giving you a better perspective of the storm. As you can see, the wet weather is blanketing the region. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey.
This is KCAL News Mornings. This is KCAL News Los Angeles. This is KCAL News Los Angeles.
Now at 5, the Southland is getting soaked. Relentless rain and whiteout blizzard conditions. Drivers stranded by snow and floodwaters. A flash flood warning now in place. The brunt of this historic storm, leaving no part of Southern California untouched. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this wet and wintry Friday evening. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Jeff Vaughn. We're also streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles.
This is KCAL News Los Angeles. This is KCAL News Los Angeles.
Right now on KCAL News on CBS Los Angeles, breaking news, massive waves breaking over seawalls in the South Bay tonight. The rain has moved out, but there are high surf alerts up and down our coast as the waves get dangerously high. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey. The rain has moved out for now, but the impact is still being felt tonight. We have team coverage for you, beginning with KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen. She's live in Redondo Beach, where we are seeing massive waves there tonight. Lauren.
Hey, Pat, you know, a lot's changed the last time we saw you a couple hours ago. The smell of salt water is definitely intensifying, as are these waves behind me. Take a look behind me here. You can see
CBS 2 is now CBS Los Angeles.